All right, so we are going to begin in a comfortable seated position at the center of our mats. And that can be any seated position, whatever feels right for you. Now when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And then exhale to let it go. We'll take one more deep breath in. We're just grounding down here, maybe making some little movements. And then exhale, let it go. Letting yourself come onto your mat, letting go of whatever it took to get you here today, whatever it took to get you on your mat this week. Just letting go. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. So I was looking for a nice little power thought to share with you guys this evening. And so I picked out of one of my favorite little card decks, Power Thought Cards by Louise Hay. And the card on the very top I felt was very fitting, so I wanted to share it with you all as we begin our practice this evening. I kid you not, I did not pick this, like it really was right there on top. My home is a peaceful haven. And so in this time when all of us are spending a lot more time in our homes, I thought that was very appropriate. And on the other side, it says, I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. So whether it's right now, thinking about that place in your home that makes you feel peaceful, or maybe thinking about afterward how you can find a little bit of peace, that peaceful haven inside your home as we spend this unprecedented time here at home. So whenever you are ready, you can start the playlist if you have that set up. And we will move into our first posture, child's pose. So in child's pose, we want to bring the knees out nice and wide toward the edges of the mat. And then take your time here as you walk your hands onto the mat. And maybe your head comes all the way down onto the mat here. If you want to find some movement, you can let the forehead go back and forth. If you're trying to release a little tension, one thing I like to do is just make a fist with the hands. And then let it go. Make a fist. And let it go. Take one more deep breath in here. And then exhale, reach through the fingertips. See if you can gain an inch. Take a deep breath in, bring that right hand up high to the sky. And then exhale, that right hand's going to come underneath the left hand. We're threading the needle. So now we're resting on the right side of the body, the right side of the face. Now you can stay right here, or if you're ready to take it up a notch, another option would be to start walking the left fingers toward the top of the mat. Maybe the left fingers come up off the mat if that feels right for you. Another option is to start walking the left toes toward the back of the mat, and then maybe the left leg comes up off the mat. Whatever feels good for you, as long as you're not putting too much pressure on that right shoulder. Let's take a deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly beginning to come back to child's pose. Unthread that needle, let that right hand come up high to the sky. And then coming back down into our child's pose. Take a deep breath in as you bring that left hand up high to the sky. And then same thing on the other side. Exhale as you bring that left hand underneath the right, coming into thread the needle pose on the opposite side. So now we're resting on the left side of the face, the left side of the body. And you can stay right here, or again, if you're ready to take it up a notch, walk those right fingers forward. Maybe right fingers come up off the mat. And walk those right toes toward the edge of the mat. Maybe they come up off the mat. Whatever feels good for you. Remember, not putting too much pressure in that left shoulder. Take one deep inhale and exhale, arm and leg come down, making your way back to child's pose. We'll take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Downward facing dog. Plant those hands, hips come up high to the sky. Now in downward facing dog, we're really aiming for that inverted V shape. So you can think knees to nose or chest to thighs. If you have a little bend in your knee here, that's okay. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Now option to just start bending one knee and then the other, walking out your dog. Just noticing how the body feels here, not passing any judgment, but just noticing. When you're ready, come back to stillness and downward facing dog. And inhale that right leg up high to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, stack and open up the hip for down dog hip opener. So that right leg is up high. We're gonna bend that knee, reaching the right foot toward the left glute. And if it feels good, you can make some circles here with your knee, your hip, your ankle, whatever you can circle. Take one more deep breath in and exhale to 3-legged dog. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, you're going to bring that right leg forward to replace the right hand. So right leg forward, replacing our right hand. Our right hand is coming up for a twist. So we're opening up the body toward the right side. You can do the same thing with the left knee down on the mat. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Bring that right leg down, or right hand down, sorry. Right leg comes back up behind you. And then press it down, bend one knee and then the other, walk your dog. When you're ready, come back to stillness. Inhale, left leg comes up high to the sky. And exhale, bend the knees, stack and open up the hip. Another down dog hip opener. Now again, we're aiming to kick that opposite glute. So with that, bend that knee just a little bit more. And then maybe we make some circles here if that feels good. Deep inhale. And exhale, slowly bring it back to 3-legged dog. Breath in here with that left leg up high to the sky. And then exhale, we're bringing the left foot forward to replace the left hand. So this time, left hand comes up, right hand is pressing into the mat for a nice twist. Again, you can bring that back knee down if that feels good. Deep breath in. And exhale, bring that hand down. This time, our transition's a little bit different. We're bringing the back foot to meet the front foot as we forward fold at the top of our mats. We'll take a deep breath in as we halfway lift, keeping a flat back. And exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. Bring those hands up high to the sky. If it feels good, maybe you take a little back bend here. And then Samasthiti. Bring those hands down through heart center. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Taking this moment, if it feels right for you, to set an intention for your practice. So an intention can be a word or a feeling, something that you wish to cultivate a little bit more of in your life. It can also be just somebody that you know needs a little bit of extra love, and maybe you'd like to dedicate your practice to them. So when you have in your mind that word or that feeling or that person, let's breathe it in. And then exhale it out as you forward fold. Option to take ragdoll here, grabbing hands to opposite elbows, letting the head and the neck hang. Maybe you find stillness, or maybe you sway. Really letting that head and neck hang. That's about 8.5 pounds that you spend all day holding up, and you don't need to right now. Breathe in and breathe out. Release your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. We're keeping that flat back. And exhale, chaturanga. So we're gonna plant our hands here for high plank. And then exhale it down to low plank. The biggest thing is about keeping the elbows in toward the body. So if you have to have your knees down on the mat to help you do that, that is okay. High to low plank, keep those elbows in. And then inhale through upward facing dog, baby cobra, anything that lifts your heart. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Now the rest of the times I call that chaturanga, you do it at your own pace, or you can just meet us here in downward facing dog, downward dog, and child's pose are always here for you. Take a deep breath in as you bring that right leg up high to the sky. And exhale, we're crunching it in, knee to nose. Good work. Inhale it back up. And exhale, crunch it in, knee to right tricep. And up. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale it up, do what you can here, good work. Exhale, knee to nose. We're holding it here for 3, 2, 1. Plant that right foot in between the hands. Back foot comes to about a 45-degree angle. So we're coming here into Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. That back foot's about 45 degrees. This front leg has about a 90-degree bend in the knee. And our hips are still facing the front of the room. So take a deep breath in. And out. Active fingertips here, so pinkies are pointing inward. Breath in. And exhale, we're opening up into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So that back foot will come parallel to the back of the mat. We still have that generous bend in the front knee. And you can think about the knee pressing outward toward the pinky edge of the mat. Deep breath in. And out. Looking out over the right fingertips. Finding a drishti, a non-moving focal point. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Inhale, reach as far forward as you can. Exhale to flip your palm, reverse your warrior. So we still have a nice generous bend in that front knee, but we're reaching toward that back leg. Now your left hand can either stay behind the back or it can go somewhere on the leg, whatever feels more supportive for you. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, we're coming into side angle pose, placing little to no weight on that right forearm, really using your core to hold you up. And that left hand can come above the head or in front of the face. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more inhale here. Exhale, bring it back, reverse your warrior. Deep inhale. And exhale, bring it all the way down. You can go back to side angle or bring it to extended side angle where the hand comes all the way down to the mat or maybe to a block or a pillow or some books, whatever you have nearby you. Deep inhale. And exhale. Another option here is to work on a bind. So bringing that right hand underneath the legs and then trying to grab for the right hand with the left hand behind the back. So right hand comes underneath the legs, left hand comes underneath the back, and we're trying to clasp our hands together. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in wherever you are. And exhale, we're gonna release that bind. Come back up to warrior two. Breath in. And exhale, cartwheel those hands down. Front foot meets the back foot, high plank. Exhale, low plank, take your time. Inhale for upward facing dog, baby cobra, whatever lifts that heart. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good work, you guys. Modify when you need to, and I'll try to give you as many modifications and different options. Do what feels good for your body. So same thing on the other side. Deep breath in as we bring that left leg up. And exhale, we're crunching it in, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to left tricep. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Good work. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Plant that foot in between the hands. Back foot comes to about a 45-degree angle for Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. And again, you have about a 90-degree angle in that front leg. Math in everyday life. Deep breath in, hips are still facing the front of the room. And exhale. One more breath in. And a deep breath out as you open up into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So in Warrior 2, that back foot is now parallel to the back of the mat. Still have that generous bend in the front knee. Breath in, finding that drishti. And a breath out. Inhale to reach as far forward as you can. Exhale, flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Deep breath in. And exhale to side angle. Again, we're placing little to no weight on that left forearm, really using the core to hold you up. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. And exhale, bring it back, reverse your warrior again. Deep inhale. And exhale, bring it all the way down, this time maybe to extended side angle, bringing the left hand down to the mat, to a block, a book, a pillow, a dog, whatever. Breath in. And out. If you tried that bind on the other side, see how this feels. Trying to bring the left hand underneath the legs and then meet it with the right hand behind us. Take a deep breath in and out. One more deep inhale. Exhale brings you back to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Breath in. And exhale, cartwheel those hands down. This time, back foot will meet the front foot. Forward fold. Nod the head, yes. Shake it, no. Nod, yes. And shake it, no. Inhale to half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, toes come to touch, slight separation at the heels, sitting back on the exhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Now I always call that, but then give you the option, if it feels a little better to have about hips width distance in between your knees and your toes, do that instead. So find the chair that feels good for you and then sit down a little bit deeper. Breath in and out. Pinkies are pointing inward, active fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, bring those hands down through heart center. Take a deep breath in as you lift through your heart. And then exhale, we're twisting to the right side. So hooking left elbow to the right knee. For a nice twist, wringing out those internal organs. Now on this side, your left knee will want to pop in front. So just give a little peek, make sure that's not happening. And then if it feels right, maybe You fly those arms open. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. You can bend one knee and then the other here, shake it out. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. Bring those hands up high to the sky. Maybe you find that back bend. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale, toes come to touch. Slight separation at the heels. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Or find that variation that feels good for you. Breath in. And exhale, bring hands down through heart center. Deep breath in, reach through your heart. And exhale, this time we're twisting to the left side. We're hooking right elbow to left knee. And that twist is really coming from your core, not from your shoulders. On this side, you'll notice that your right knee wants to pop in front, so give a little peek, say no, thank you. Then maybe you fly those arms open. Breath in. And out. Deepest breath yet. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale to fold. Now we're going to bend one knee and then the other here. When you're ready, bring all the weight into your left foot. Bend that right knee, almost like a flamingo leg behind you. And then you can stay just like this, or you can extend the leg out. Breath in. And exhale, option to come into standing split, where we try to open up as much as we can, bringing that leg up as high as you possibly can, opening up like a standing split. Take one more deep breath in. Good work. Bring it down and bend one knee and then the other. When you're ready, bring all the weight into that right leg. Left leg comes up behind you. For that flamingo leg, breath in. And exhale, option to extend the leg out behind you. And then maybe you come all the way into a standing split, trying to open those hips up as much as you can. Take 2 deep breaths here. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring it down. Bend one knee and then the other. And then forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Bring those hands up high to the sky. Maybe you find that back bend. Namaste to he, hands down through heart center. Heel toe those feet to hips width distance. Coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Now in Tadasana, we're thinking about being nice and straight up. So almost as if you were in between 2 panes of glass. Those hands are pressing out to the sides. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. And exhale them down your back. Inhale up. Exhale down your back. One more just like that. Inhale it up. And exhale down your back. Switching it up here. Inhale the shoulders up. And exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Last one just like that. Inhale up. Let that exhale bring you all the way into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Bring those hands up high to the sky. You decided you take that back bend. Then we'll meet in Tadasana, our strong mountain pose. Bring more weight now into the left leg. Right leg is coming up and around for Garudasana, eagle pose. So our right leg comes over, and if you're kickstanding on the mat, cool, still eagle. Then our right hand comes underneath the left. If that's a little bit too much for the shoulders, you can just give yourself a hug. So right leg over, right arm under, sit down a little bit deeper. Inhale, exhale, bring those hands up and away from the face. We'll take one more deep breath in. Then as you exhale, beginning to crunch it down, bring that eagle into its nest, and then you can fly it out and shake it out. Tadasana, coming back to that strong mountain. Inhale and exhale. Bring more weight now into the right leg. Left leg comes up and around, Garudasana, eagle pose. So left leg over, left arm under. And again, you can just give yourself a hug if that's a little too much. Breathe in, bring those hands up and away from the face. Exhale, sit down a little deeper. Inhale, and exhale, begin to crunch it in, bring your eagle into its nest. And exhale, fly it out. Shake it out. Tadasana, mountain. Breathing in. Breathing out. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to your intention. We'll bring more weight into the left leg. Right leg comes up for standing leg raise. Breathe in here. And then maybe you extend out in front of you. Inhale. And exhale, bring it back to center. And then maybe you extend out to the right side. You can stay just like this. Or with or without holding on to the toes, you could extend that right leg out to the right side. Take one more deep breath in here, maybe tapping down, and then bring the leg back to center. Breathe in here, and then exhale, slow and with control. We're shooting the right leg back behind us, coming into airplane pose. So my leg is back behind me. Now it's almost as if you are planting that leg behind you on a wall. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, back foot meets the front foot, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Bring those hands up high to the sky. Samasthiti. Breath in. And exhale, heel to those feet to hips width distance. Coming back to Tadasana, our strong mountain. Now what we do on one side, we must do on the other. So bring more weight into that right leg. Left leg comes up in front for standing leg raise. And then maybe you extend. Breath in. And a breath out, come back to center. Deep inhale here. And then exhale, open up the hip to the left side. And if it feels okay, with or without holding on to the toes, maybe you extend out to the left. Deep inhale. And exhale, slow with control, bringing it back, maybe tapping down in between as you need. And when you're ready, we're going to shoot that leg back behind us, left leg back behind us for airplane pose. Trying your best here in this balancing posture. We'll take one more deep inhale. And exhale, back foot meets the front foot, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees so much so that you can sit down on your bottom on the mat. Coming into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose, or bound ankle pose. And we'll begin here by just bringing those hands up high. And then exhale, press them down. Inhale up. And then exhale, this time a slight twist to the right side. Maybe the left hand comes on to the right knee. If it feels okay for your neck, look out over that right shoulder. Breath in. And exhale, slowly bring the hands back up to center. Deep breath in as you reach. And exhale this time. We're twisting to the left side, so maybe that right hand comes to the left knee. Maybe we're looking out over the left shoulder. Breath in. And a breath out. Take one more inhale here. And exhale, bring those hands up. Slowly and carefully, we'll hinge at the hips. Forward folding over our feet. And you can bring the hands to the feet. You can bring the hands out in front of you, whatever feels good. We have 3 breaths here. Deep inhale. And exhale. Breath in. And breath out. Take your deepest breath yet. And as you exhale, you're going to begin walking the hands back behind you. We're coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, which is the same exact leg position, but it's reclined butterfly pose. So now our legs are in the same posture, but our entire back is down on the mat. And just taking a few moments here in Supta Baddha Konasana to come back to our breath. So maybe you have those hands stretched out above your head. Maybe one hand comes to the heart and one to the belly, so that you can feel at the same time the rise and fall of your breath, as well as the beat of your heart. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly bring the hands to the outside of the knees. And carefully close them like a book. Then you can bring those knees in toward the body. Give yourself a nice big hug. Then when you're ready, grab for the outside knife edge of the feet or the big toes. And we're going to open up here, bending the knees into happy baby. And it might look like one of the weirdest poses, but it is one of the most comfortable. So you can give yourself a nice little back massage, rocking and rolling left to right, bending one knee and then the other. If you haven't already, let's rock and roll left to right. And then begin to rock and roll front to back, so that eventually you've gained enough momentum that we can meet in Navasana boat pose. So there's a zillion different variations of boat. You can have your knees bent, straightened, hands up, down, behind you, whatever you would like to do. Here we are in high boat. And then we're going to exhale, hover, and low boat. Inhale to high boat. Use your core. Exhale, hover, low boat. Inhale, high. And exhale, low. Good work. You got this. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. And here we're just going to scissor those legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let yourself fall back down on your mat. Bending both knees, placing the soles of the feet on the mat, so close that you could grab for your ankles with your fingertips. Now, if you've had enough, you can stay right here. Or another option is to place a block or a book or a pillow or whatever underneath your low back for a little extra support. Otherwise, we're going to be coming up into bridge pose. So just let those hips come up. Maybe the shoulders come slightly underneath the back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, bring it down. Maybe you windshield wiper those legs back and forth. Now, the next time your legs come over to the right side, let them stay. So knees over to the right side. Then maybe your left arm comes out, or cactus that left arm out, looking out over the left shoulder for supine twist. You want to give yourself a little self-assist here. You can bring that right hand on top of the left knee and just help to slightly press it over toward the right side. One more deep breath in. And then exhale when you're ready. Let those legs windshield wiper back and forth. Next time they fall over to the left side, let your legs stay there, coming into supine twist. And now this time, maybe we're looking out over the right shoulder, extending that right arm. You want to give yourself a little self-assist on this side. Use your left hand. Bring it over to the right thigh, the right knee. And then pressing that right thigh, that right knee toward the left side of the body. Not putting too much pressure. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Inhale. And then exhale, begin to windshield wiper back and forth. And then we'll plant our feet on the mat once again. If you've had enough, you can place something underneath your low back or just stay right here. Otherwise, we're gonna come up for one more bridge pose. The other option would be full wheel. So if you have full wheel in your practice, you can plant your hands on either side of your knees and then on either side of your ears, and then lift yourself up. So wherever you're going, lift up on the inhale, and then exhale to stay. Deep breath in, and then exhale, bring it down. Let those legs windshield wiper back and forth again. And now for this next posture, we have two different options. If you know Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, half pigeon, you can just make your way there. The other option, if you know that that's going to be a little bit too much pressure on your knees or your hips, would be to do a 4 on the floor. So bending both knees, bringing them up off the mat. And then one of those legs goes over the other. You've created a triangle here. You can place those hands behind. You can place those hands behind the right leg. Clasp them behind. If you're coming into half pigeon, you can do that from a downward facing dog. Lift that right leg up high. And then bringing that right knee forward. So right knee comes as close as possible to that right wrist. And if you notice that you're really dumping down into your right hip, you can shove a blanket, a block, a pillow, whatever, underneath that right hip to give yourself a little extra support. Then when you're ready, walk those hands down in front of you onto the mat. Really breathing into this deep hip opener, coming back to your intention, coming back to your breath. Knowing that these deep hip openers can bring up some emotions, some tension, but you are strong, you are at peace, and you can get through it. Let's take one more deep inhale here. And exhale. If you're in half pigeon, begin to walk those fingers back toward the legs. Option to bend that back knee and reach for it with either or both hands. And then half pigeon, friends, make your way back to downward facing dog. If you are doing a 4 on the floor, you can switch legs when you are ready. For half pigeon on the left side, we'll bring that left leg up. And then bringing that left knee forward as close as possible to the left wrist. When you're ready, begin to walk the hands down onto the mat. Again, if you're really dumping down into that left hip, just throw something under there. Coming back to your breath, breathing into this deep hip opening posture. Inhale and exhale. Take your deepest breath yet. And then exhale, half pigeon, friends. Walk those fingers back toward the knee. Option to bend the back knee, reach for it with either or both hands. And then you can swing both legs out in front of you and we'll come back onto our back. So if you're in 4 on the floor, you're in the perfect spot. We're coming down onto our backs once again. Shoulder stand. So making sure to support your low back here using your hands. And just have a little bit of fun in shoulder stand. You can bend one knee and then the other, some bicycle kicks, some eagle legs, maybe some splits. Do what feels good in your body. And if you have it in your practice, maybe beginning to come into a full wheel position, which is bringing the toes all the way onto the mat or the ground behind the head. Deep breath in here. And then exhale, maybe beginning to bend the knees, opening up into deaf man's pose, knees around the ears. And then exhale. We're going to slowly lower down, taking it one vertebrae at a time. And then our toes will be the absolute last thing to touch down on the mat. So taking your time, using your core. And then taking a moment here to get comfortable, spreading out to all corners of the room. If there are any final postures that your body is calling for to help you feel the most rested, the most at peace, then please take them now. Otherwise, spread out, take up as much space as you would like on your mat. Coming into our final resting pose, called Shavasana. Now, if spreading out is not the most comfortable for you, 2 other options you could take would be Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing those soles of the feet together, the knees come out nice and wide. Or another option would be to bring the soles of the feet down onto the mat or the outside edges of the mat and let the knees softly fall together. So find the resting posture that feels right. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Deep inhale. And a deep exhale. If you've taken some of my classes in studio before, you may have heard me read this, but I think right now it is very appropriate. You are holding a cup of coffee when someone bumps into you. You spill the coffee everywhere. Why did you spill the coffee? Well, it spilled because there was coffee in the cup. Had there been tea, then tea would have spilled everywhere. The point is that whatever is inside the cup is what will spill out. When life comes along and shakes you, and it will happen, whatever is inside you will come out. It's easy to fake it until you are rattled. So we have to ask ourselves, what's in my cup? When life gets tough, what spills out? Is it joy, gratefulness, peace, and humility? Or does anger, bitterness, harsh words, and reactions come out? You get to choose. Today, work toward filling your cup with gratitude, forgiveness, joy, words of affirmation, kindness, gentleness, love for others, love for yourself, and most of all, peace. Take one more deep breath in, and then begin as you exhale it out to bring some awareness back into the body. So maybe start by wiggling the fingers and the toes, making some circles with the wrists and the ankles. When you're ready, you can roll on over to your favorite side, coming into the fetal position, the pose of new beginnings, resting on the bicep. Now take your time getting here, nice and slow, listening to your body and what it's asking. Breath in and a breath out. Take that opposite hand, use it to press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. We'll end our practice today just like we began. When you're ready, inhale, the hands come up. And then exhale, just a slight twist to the right side, waking the body back up as you cross the midline. And when you're ready, come back to center. Inhale to reach. And exhale, twist to the left side. Deep breath in. And exhale, bring me back. Hands come down through heart center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Bring those thumb knuckles to third eye center. The light in me sees and acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. In saying this and practicing together, I know that we are the same, that we are one. So together, we bow and say namaste. Thank you so much for coming to practice with me from the comfort of your own home via the interwebs. I'm really, really excited that you joined me, and I hope that next time you'll be back again. Share it with your friends, anyone you think that might benefit from a little bit of yoga and just some deep breathing. So thank you guys.